In the quiet town of Key West, Florida, sits a doll unlike any other. A doll surrounded by tales of curses, whispers, and the inexplicable. This is not just a toy. It's Robert the doll, a figure that has terrified generations. What happens when a child's plaything becomes the source of nightmares? Keep watching, because by the end, you might believe in the power of Robert too. In the early 1900s, the Otto family received a peculiar gift, a doll. Handmade by the Steiff Company, it was originally a window display model. But this wasn't an ordinary doll, not after it entered the Otto household. The doll was given to Robert Eugene Otto, known as Gene, a young boy who formed an eerie attachment to it. Gene named the doll after himself, Robert. What started as an innocent bond between a boy and his toy quickly turned into a relationship shrouded in mystery and fear. Neighbors reported seeing the doll move on its own, its face pressed against the windows, watching passersby. Inside the home, Gene's parents were often disturbed by loud noises, disarrayed furniture, and broken items. Each time, Gene would say the same thing. Robert did it. Was this just the imagination of a child, or was there something darker at play? Over the years, Robert became more than a mere object. He became the center of a chilling story that continues to haunt those who encounter him. Robert's creation is one of the few aspects of his story that seems straightforward. Manufactured by the German toy company Steiff, Robert was initially designed as a window display. Measuring around 3 feet tall, dressed in a sailor suit, and holding a stuffed lion, the doll's human-like features made it both charming and unsettling. The doll was gifted to Gene by a family servant, but this servant, as the story goes, was not on good terms with the Ottos. Allegedly, she practiced voodoo and cursed the doll as an act of revenge. While there's no evidence to confirm this theory, it's the foundation for the many strange events that followed. From the moment Robert entered the Otto home, odd things began to happen. Visitors claimed the doll's expression would change, as though it were alive. Objects went missing. Footsteps echoed in empty rooms, and the family began to feel an oppressive energy. What made this even stranger was Gene's unwavering insistence that Robert was responsible. But why would a doll be cursed? Some believe it was the servant's way of ensuring she had the last word in her feud with the Ottos. Whether or not this is true, Robert's presence undeniably marked the beginning of a terrifying chapter in the family's life. Gene's attachment to Robert didn't fade as he grew older. Even as an adult, he kept the doll close, carrying it from room to room and speaking to it as though it were a trusted friend. To outsiders, this behavior was unsettling, but to Gene, it was normal. Gene eventually married Anne, who found the doll disturbing. She often urged Gene to put Robert away, but every attempt to banish the doll to the attic failed. Somehow, Robert always returned. Anne reportedly heard faint laughter coming from empty rooms and found herself the target of Robert's alleged wrath. The couple moved back into Gene's childhood home, which became known as the Artist House. Gene, an accomplished painter, created many of his works there, with Robert by his side. Locals said Gene's personality would shift when he was around the doll, becoming irritable and reclusive. After Gene's death in 1974, the house was sold. The new owners quickly realized they weren't alone. The doll's eerie activities continued, and stories of his strange behavior spread throughout Key West. One of the most terrifying aspects of Robert's story is the curse. Visitors to the Fort East Martello Museum, where Robert now resides, report experiencing bad luck after mocking or disrespecting him. The museum receives hundreds of letters each year from people begging for forgiveness. These letters tell chilling tales, accidents, illnesses, and even deaths, all linked to an interaction with Robert. Some visitors claim that their cameras malfunctioned or that they felt an unexplainable sense of dread near the doll. Museum staff, too, have shared their own eerie encounters, from objects moving on their own to disembodied voices. But what causes these misfortunes? Is it a psychological effect, with people blaming Robert for their bad luck, or is there truly a curse? Regardless, the fear surrounding the doll is palpable. Visitors are advised to ask for permission before taking his photo, a rule many follow to avoid becoming the next victim of his alleged powers. Today, Robert is more than a doll. He's a legend. Paranormal investigators, skeptics, and thrill seekers alike visit the museum to see him. His glass case, lined with letters of apology, is a chilling reminder of his influence. Social media has amplified Robert's fame, with countless videos, photos, and stories circulating online. Some visitors claim to feel an inexplicable connection to the doll, while others leave the museum visibly shaken. Even skeptics admit there's something unsettling about him, whether it's his piercing gaze or the energy in the room. What makes Robert so compelling is the blend of truth and myth. While much of his story is rooted in local folklore, the experiences of those who encounter him are hard to dismiss. Whether you believe in curses or not, Robert's story serves as a chilling reminder of the unknown. Robert the Doll has captivated the imaginations and fears of people for over a century. Is he a cursed object, a vessel for something darker, or just a toy with an extraordinary story? Whatever you believe, his tale raises one haunting question. How much power can one object hold over our lives? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you found this story as spine-chilling as we did, send it to someone you think could handle meeting Robert. But remember, be respectful. After all, you wouldn't want to anger him.